Hi everyone, welcome back to the Geordie View. So Newcastle United lost 2-0 to Arsenal yesterday in what was a pretty poor performance, let's be honest. I'm just glad that we won, that we went 4 games unbeaten before this game, and that we are 9 points ahead of Fulham with 4 games left to play. So we could still mathematically seal our safety this weekend if we better Fulham's result. But yesterday, just not good enough. And I mean, it's kind of like this is why we need Steve Bruce gone, because we're just not doing it against these top 6 sides. I mean, with the players we've got, you'd think would have been it would at least win at least one game, but we haven't. Looking at the starting 11, I was actually pretty happy with it. It was the same side that I wanted in the preview. Fair enough, we couldn't play Joe Willock because he was ineligible. I mean, this is partially like why I want to be signed in for next season so you can play in these games. But the players just weren't at it yesterday. The Arsenal put the pressure on those early doors, and then they got the goal. It was a good ball from David Luiz towards Bellerin. He puts it into Aubameyang. Aubameyang doesn't get the contact he needs, but the ball comes back to Elneny, and it's a cracking strike, to be fair. Dubravka gets onto it, but he's not stopping that. But at the same time, Shelvey and Longstaff, one of you needs to be closing them down. You're giving them too much space. It's 1-0. Arsenal still putting the pressure on, where Xhaka forced a good save from Dubravka. He did get a booking, so I'm thinking, alright, I didn't rate Xhaka, but he's on a yellow. Just go get at him. Maybe he's getting a red card and help us getting a man advantage. But we just didn't do it enough. Richie was putting a lot of crosses in, but they were just going into Matt Ryan's hands. And Wilson was making runs. He was trying, but he wasn't getting the service. Decision making at times, not good enough. And Arsenal were well worthy of the lead. I think the only chance I had was Saint-Maximin. It was kind of a miss-hit shot, but it forced Ryan into a decent save. As for the second goal, Martinelli in too much space. He ripped Jacob Murphy apart. I still want Jacob Murphy to get a new contract, but that wasn't good enough from him. It's a good ball in, and there's Aubameyang to make it 2-0. I mean, he's not his best, but you can guarantee he's getting a goal in both games against us. And but we just didn't look like getting back into the game. We threw on Joelinton, we threw on Gale. It didn't make any difference. We did from Fabian Schar. Thought, alright, well, at least we'll get to see him back in first team action. But then he just puts in a stupid tackle. I think it was on Martinelli. I can't remember who it was. Or was it Caballos? And he gets sent off. It's a red card. It's from behind. I mean, yes, it's not a high foot, but you can't be making those challenges. And he's now, after all that time out injured, he's going to miss another few games. So he's got just this game against Fulham on the final day. And that could be the end of his career. If that's the end of his career at Newcastle because his contract's coming to an end, then that is a terrible way for him to go out. Let us know, would you still offer Schar a new contract? I mean, personally for me, I'd rather wait till the end of the season to assess whether I'd give players contracts. Fernandes, I'd still give him one. He has been a regular. And an excellent one at that. But yeah, the game finished 2-0. I was just glad to see the end of the match. Arsenal, well done to them. They were the better team. They deserved to get the 3 points. But for Newcastle, we're down to 17th now because Brighton won at the weekend. Burnley, I know they play tonight against West Ham. As we could have went above them even if we got a draw, but there's still Bubba on the goal difference. I mean, I still can't see we're getting relegated. Fulham lost to Chelsea 2-0. But as I said, we can, I'll talk about this in the Leicester preview, we can mathematically seal with safety at the weekend still. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to my channel. Check out my social media pages in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.